The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time. The MLB, the NFL, the NHL, what do these three have in common? All three professional leagues have a chiropractor full-time in every team. Professional athletes use chiropractic care to perform at their highest level. Let the team at Spinal Corrective Center help you play at 100%. Sports chiropractic care is the next level. Chiropractic care improves body function, reaction, and improves player longevity. Call Spinal Corrective Center today at 393-3996 and see Drs. Kretzinger, Kuehl, and Henick and experience sports chiropractic care to perform at the next level. Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids and at spinalcc.org.
Back with you here at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Scott Unash and Phil Dunn with you as we get closer and closer to tip-off of this one. Our keys to the ball game tonight, they're brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council, representing 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Apprenticeships are available, and visit them online at cricbt.org. And what are you looking at tonight?
Well, the first thing is the start of the ball game. I think, what we've witnessed and what we've seen from the Xavier Saints, especially after their last outing, they can get after you pretty quick and get on top of you pretty quick. And if you're Prairie, you don't want that to happen here tonight. You need to come out, play your game, be smart, not turn the ball over, and try to keep the Saints throttled in a little bit. And conversely, if you're Xavier, though, push it, get it going, shoot the basketball, spread it, share it. They're really good at it. They are offensively very efficient in what they do. They're going to be hard to guard. So if you're the Saints, continue that. If you're Prairie, you got to defend and grind it out.
There you go. And see if Prairie can stay in this game. The longer they can stay in the game, get a little bit of confidence, the better it will be. And I think a lower scoring game is also going to be beneficial. Prairie's just had problems scoring the ball all year.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And then the longer you can go on, maybe you get the student section and you're on your home court, you get the home crowd into it a little bit more, and helps you the further you get into this ball game. And give yourself a shot at the end.
So those are the keys to tonight's ball game. They are brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council. We'll give you our starting lineups coming up here in just a couple of moments as both teams getting ready to go to their respective benches here tonight. Our Evans Plumbing starting lineups brought to you by Evans Plumbing. From the smallest to large commercial needs, as well as 24-hour emergency service. Find Evans Plumbing at 5070 18th Avenue Southwest and online at evansmasterplumber.com. For the fifth-rated Xavier Saints, 12-5 on the season, 6-4 in the Mississippi Valley Conference, and right now fourth in the Mississippi Division, 3 games behind the Cedar Falls Tigers going into this one here tonight. For Xavier, same starting 5. Aiden Yamakowski will be at one wing, 6'3" and a senior. Leads Xavier at 18.8 points a game, 43% from 3. He's been red hot as of late. Joseph Lemker at a forward, 6'2" and a senior. Lemker, number 12, at 9.9 points a game, 41% from 3 and 3.6 rebounds a game. The center is Tyler Nedelecki, 6'8" and a junior. Nedelecki at 8.6 points, just under 8 rebounds a game, 60% from the field. And the guards are number 11, Thomas Sundell, a 5'10" senior. Sundell at 5.7 a game. And Joe Bean, 6'3" and a junior. Bean at 15.2 a game, 36% from 3 and 4 assists. The head coach for the Xavier Saints is Mike Freeman. And we will get to the Prairie lineup coming up here in just a moment. But we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And our national anthem here tonight from Cedar Rapids Prairie. Again, Yamelkowski, Lemker, Nedelecki, Sundell, and Bean. That is the lineup tonight for the Xavier Saints. For Cedar Rapids Prairie, 5-12 in the year, 3-7 in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Apollo Payne at a forward, 6'3", and a junior. And Payne at 2.3 points a ball game. Reed Burkle at a forward, 6'5", junior, number 4. Burkle second on the Hawks at 9.9 points. Top rebounder at 7.5 a game. Braden Dirksen in the middle, 6'4", and a senior. Dirksen at 4.5 points, 4 boards a game. Back in the starting lineup off the injury, Jack Wagamaster, 6'2", and a senior. Wags at 8.3 points per ball game. And Mikkel Taylor, a 6-foot senior. Taylor leads Prairie at 11.1 points per game. Head coach for Cedar Rapids Prairie is Jeremy Rickardson. Quick break. We'll come back and have our starting lineup, our opening tip-off. We'll do it after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you.
Back with you at Prairie, getting ready for opening tip-off. Our opening tip is brought to you by Letter Perfect. Identify, recognize, and promote an employee, group, athlete, or student. They have thousands of items to customize with your company logo. Letter Perfect at 5412 Center Point Road Northeast and online at letperfect.com. As we're about set to get this one underway, we got a lot of serious football players out here on the basketball court. It'll be Burkle and Nedelecki to tip it up. Xavier in the traveling blue uniforms with the silver and white trim. And Prairie in the home white with the black and orange. Dave Cusick, Tom Mills, and Ron Knosch, they are the officials here this evening for this MVC game. And the tip controlled by Prairie. And we're underway with the first half here as the Hawks will attack the basket to our left. And Xavier going to come out in the straight man-to-man. Wagamaster, first shot in a while, is short on the 15-foot pull-up, and Lemker and Yamelkowski chase it down. Good flip up ahead for Xavier. They'll get it inside right away. Nedelecki is doubled and got it out of there to Bean. Puts it on the floor, step back, he'll try the three, in and out, no good, and Dirksen one-hands the board.
It looked good when they pulled the trigger out there, and it just hit every part of the rim but didn't go in for him.
Went around a couple times. Here's Mikkel Taylor, the All-State tailback, taking it in on Yamelkowski. Spins, puts it up, left it short, and the rebound out of there to Yamelkowski. Lemker up the far boards for Xavier. They'll drop it down low. Nedelecki inside. Looks like Prairie's going to double the 6'8" center anytime he touches the ball, and that opens up Lemker for three.
Had a good ball movement that time by Xavier. They pushed the ball in transition, tried to get down quickly, didn't force anything, and then eventually find the open player on the perimeter.
Xavier cracks the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Wagamaster guarded by Sundell. Takes him inside. Gets cut off. Hands it off to Burkle. He'll spin into the lane. A couple fakes. Fall away high archer is good from about 10 feet out.
Under control going in the lane that time. Keeping his head up the whole time, not overcommitting.
3-2 lead here in the early going for the Xavier Saints. Lemker off to clear out. Works it up top. Yamelkowski, 17-footer swish on the high archer.
I don't know if that touched the net, Scott. That looked pretty.
He has been shooting the ball very well as of late, especially from three at 43%. Circling left, Taylor looking to go one-on-one. Low pass, caught by Burkle, though. 20 in the shot clock. Burkle right of the lane scores and a nice spinning shot.
Going to his right, little half hook in there. Really hard to defend.
5-4. Quickly the other way. A three won't go and goes off the shot clock. Off the miss by Yamakowski. It'll be Prairie ball.
I see Xavier get down the floor in a hurry again and catch and shoot on the wing if they're open.
A little bit of token man pressure put on by the Saints. As Wagamaster will get it across the timeline to Mikkel Taylor. Payne pop it out. Wagamaster, left wing, outside the arc. Burkle fakes, puts it on the floor, takes it inside, hangs, shoots, left it short, and a rebound by Nedelecki.
One and done for the Prairie Hawks.
5-4 in favor of the Saints, and Xavier's going to go with the special here. Work a little weave up top. Nedelecki in the high post, guarded by Dirksen. Man-to-man for Prairie. Sundell in the drive and kick. Yamakowski will bounce it in the far corner. They get it inside. Nedelecki on the block. Turnaround hook up. Rimming no, and the rebound to Burkle.
Oh, good look. High percentage look for the Saints. Not able to connect.
Wagamaster. They're letting them play a little bit here in the early going. A lot of bumping going on out there. Payne doubled. Finds Taylor. The lefty for three. Missed it. Too strong, and the rebound to Joe Bean. Xavier on the run. Prairie getting back. 4:44 to play in the opening quarter. Our first half brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center. Inside Nedelecki, high up the glass. Can't get it to go, and going to get Yamakowski for going over the back of Burkle.
And he was Burkle on a good screen out that time. Yamakowski really going hard at the offensive glass. Good effort, but a good screen out by Burkle as well.
Xavier will play 7, more than likely. Michael Cunningham will come in. So you got 3A All-State running back, or check that, 5A and a 4A All-State running backs in there right now with Cunningham and Taylor. Here's Payne, tried to spin into a double team, and Joe Bean took it away, and then it was tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Prairie.
Stay there, all that action is going to stay at this end of the floor. Prairie baseline out of bounds, getting the call from Coach Rickardson.
Going to be a full reset of the shot clock. As the Hawks with Wagamaster will inbound, down by 1. Inside to Dirksen, couple fakes, powers it up off the glass, but missed. Had a good look, and the rebound to Yamakowski.
He's got 3 rebounds in the early going in this one.
Bean on the drive and kick, out to Yamakowski, deep 3, right wing, and he buried it.
Catch and shoot, no wasted motion in that. Gets that shot off quick.
8-4, so we hit the halfway mark of the first quarter. Wagamaster stutter dribble and goes up with a scooper and got fouled and came down hard.
Sundell, I believe, is going to be the guilty party on that one.
So Sundell will pick up his first. And that will send Jack Wagamaster to the free throw line for Prairie. 76%er on the year. And free throw up and good.
Gets on the board. It's been a while for the young man.
Xavier brings in the future Hawkeye football player, Aiden McDermott. And Prairie will go with Matthew Hilleman, the senior off the bench at 6'2". Second free throw good.
Prairie going to get back in the half-court man-to-man after the made free throw.
Joe Bean with that brand new haircut. Cunningham in the high post to Yamakowski coming off the screen. Missed the 3. Weak side rebound tipped around. McDermott got it. Turned down the shot. Kicked it out to Bean. Over in the corner. 3 on the way. That won't go by Lemker. They fight for the rebound, and Burkle takes it away from Hilleman. Here comes Prairie into the front court quickly. Xavier getting back. Burkle going one-on-one. Tried to spin left of the lane. He'll put it up anyway and score after he lost the ball.
Yeah, he did. He picked it up off the ground and realized he thought he had the height advantage there, so he pulled the trigger.
8-8. Burkle off to a good start. Step back jumper good. Just inside the arc for Joe Bean.
It's a tough shot. That's a tough shot. You got to create that separation with that step, and then all your momentum's going forward to bring it back.
Wagamaster behind the screen. Pops a 3. Missed it. Rebound Yamakowski. Here comes Xavier with numbers. Here's Lemker. Takes it in the lane. You pull it back out to McDermott. We're under 3 to play in the quarter. McDermott circles in the lane. Hook pass to Lemker. Over on the far sideline. Now to Yamelkowski, cutting right down the lane and scoring.
Little curl coming off of their motion offensively. Does a nice job reading the defender, knowing he was trailing them, and they read that one right.
7 for Yamelkowski early, and it's 12-8. 4 in a row. 2-man game. Here's Taylor coming off the screen and roll. Can't hit the 3. Bean with another rebound. Into the front court for the Saints, up by 4. Yamelkowski, quick pull, and another 3 right of the circle for Yamelkowski.
A couple feet behind the three-point line there when he pulled the trigger there.
15-8 Xavier on a 7-0 run. With 2 to play here in the game's first quarter. Burkle to Payne. He'll try a 3. That's no good, and the rebound out there to Xavier. Prairie is only a 28% three-point shooting team on the year.
This time, Prairie's back. Xavier gets the call from the bench what they want to run.
They go backdoor layup, good. On a nice high-low and a chance of the three-point play.
And right now, Prairie looks like they're a little tired defensively. A lot of people standing hunched over, hands on the knees. Coach Rickardson's going to get a few subs in the ball game.
Mikel Taylor picks up the foul. And Joseph Lemker with a chance at the three-point play here for the Saints. As the free throw is right through for Lemker. Sundell will come in, and Dom D'Amico will come in early for Xavier, the 6'2 junior. Prairie's going to bring Reed Meyer in, who had the starting assignment with Jack Wagamaster out. Devin Aikita into the ball game. The 6'7 sophomore on the baseline drive. Taylor caught underneath, puts it up, no good on the follow away. And another Yamelkowski rebound. Logan Wagamaster into the game as well. Yamelkowski will pull up from 15, missed it strong. Ricocheted around, and Myers got it. 10-0 run right now by Xavier. Wagamaster got free, trying to put up a little floating leaner, and it was short. It's out of bounds to Xavier.
Well, Xavier is not giving Prairie any opportunities for second chance attempts, and they're defending the initial shot very well on their end of the floor as well.
Sundell back into the ball game to McDermott. He'll drive right baseline, and the banker is up and good.
Little flare screen to get that defender a little separation to begin with. And then he understands angles well and uses that bankboard to his advantage.
20-8 lead. Logan Wagamaster, the junior in the ball game, plays catch with Meyer up top. He'll bounce it right in the lane. Aikita off the clear out. Gonna back his way in. Turn around left hander, good by the sophomore.
Height advantage in that matchup going up against McDermott out there, and Aikita recognized that well.
He's averaging 3 points a game. Been getting better as the years progressed on the varsity team for the sophomore. Xavier will go for 1. 18 seconds to play here in the opening quarter, up by 10. Cunningham to Sundell. He'll spin, right point. Bounce in the high post, Cunningham, left free throw line. Puts it on the floor and gonna get a little hold here on Hilleman for Prairie.
Block, they say it's gonna be out of bounds underneath.
6.5 to play here in the first quarter. As Xavier will inbound, they find Yamelkowski, pops the 2 just inside the arc. And shot no good at the horn, and that will do it for the game's first quarter. 132 tonight, but it was 22, which still isn't too bad. Xavier after 1, leading Prairie 22-10. We'll come back with the second quarter after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids. Need help for your small or mid-sized business with printing needs and personalized marketing solutions? Allegra Print Mail and Signs can help. Everything from direct mail marketing to printing services and even vehicle graphics. Allegra Print, Mail, and Signs can help your business grow. Allegra takes on your project as if it was their own and can use their many platforms to help elevate your individual or business's game. Proudly serving the Cedar Rapids Metro as well as Lynn County and beyond. Allegra Print, Mail, and Signs, 3939 16th Avenue Southwest in Cedar Rapids.
Good shooting first quarter for the Saints. They lead at 22-10. They got the ball to start quarter number 2. D'Amico and Bean playing catch at the free throw line. Now here's Lemker. Down to 15 on the shot clock. They'll get it down low. Nedelecki doubled on the block. Hooks the pass out to Preston Lang, who starts the second quarter. And we've got a travel on Xavier. First turnover on either team, believe it or not.
That time catching the ball off a screen, and he got going a little bit faster before he put the ball down.
So that set the lineups for you. For Prairie, Jack Wagamaster back in there, along with Aikita, Logan Wagamaster, Mikkel Taylor, and Hilleman. So the Wagamaster cousins are in there. There's the high-low look. Aikita posting up. Nice turnaround left-hand hook. Good over Nedelecki.
He looked to catch the ball, turned over his shoulder. He saw the defender, went the opposite way with a little half hook.
Back to 10-point cushion, 22-10. Big 10-0 run got Xavier this lead. Lang to Lemker. Far corner picked up by Taylor. Out top to Bean between the rings. Tried to go crossover on Wagamaster. Got cut off. Lang works over to D'Amico with 12 on the shot clock. Pass out front, tip stolen by Hilleman off the overplay. He'll take it in on Nedelecki and had it blocked.
Nedelecki, those long arms really altered that layup attempt by Hilleman.
Bean the other way, and they're going to get a walk.
Trying to back in that time and when he got down to the block area and then lost his balance at the end.
Sundell will come in for Xavier as Lang will check out. D'Amico out for the Saints. And Yamakowski back in. 6.5 to play here in the opening half. 22-12 in favor of Cedar Rapids Xavier. Prairie with the ball. Aikita angling left, hands it off to Jack Wagamaster. Standing right-hand dribble, gives it up to Taylor now. Going to work on Yamakowski. Two-man game. Wagamaster shoves it down low. Burkle off the glass and good on the fly.
He's the one player that Prairie can put the ball in the hole for tonight. So continue to find him.
22-14. Baseline drive. Bean tried to bounce it. Now up top to Lemker. His three is good. Top of the circle.
Ball went baseline, then it swings out to the wing, top of the key eventually. And beautiful basketball by the Saints.
4 triples here in the early going for Xavier. 25-14, Saints on top, 5:40 to play here in the first. Head and shoulder fake, Burkle takes it inside. Got bumped, get it out of there to Aikita. Backs his way in, got cut off, finds Hilleman cutting down the lane and scoring with the left hand.
And Hilleman didn't just stand and watch once the ball went to the post. He stayed active so Aikita could give him a pass.
25-16. Nedelecki, inside-out game, got it to Yamakowski. Couple of crossover dribbles. They reverse it over the left baseline. Bean on the drive, in and under, and threw it away. Nice catch by Burkle on the interception.
And Prairie going to push it a little bit here.
Prairie with the ball. Wagamaster working on Sundell. Takes him into the lane. Hangs, shoots, and scores on the leaner. And a 30-second timeout going to be taken by Mike Freeman and Xavier. 4:57 to play here in the opening half. 25-18, Xavier on top. Back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Back at Cedar Rapids Prairie after a quick Xavier timeout. Saints with the ball up by 7. They go back door, reverse layup, short by Yamakowski. Beautiful set played. could not finish. Taylor wide open from the corner and hits the three for Prairie on the other end.
A few times he's been wide open, and he made him pay that time, catching and shooting.
25-21 as the Hawks starting things here on an 11-3 run here in the second quarter. Sundell to Yamelkowski, top of the key, driving a kick to Bean, left side three ball, that's short, weak side rebound, fought for. Xavier's got it. Good bullet pass down low. Lemker turning against a double team. Ball stripped into the corner, picked back up, and now a foul on Taylor after a whole bunch of holding, they call that.
Yeah, that's what Coach Rickerson, I think, is talking about there too.
Second on Mikkel Taylor and the third team foul on Prairie. As the Hawks are going to bring in Jace Rickerson for the first time, coach's son, 5'10 senior.
And Xavier going to inbound in that corner there. Really not a whole lot you can do out of that.
You just get it in, right?
Yep. And they're going to run a set then.
4 points, Xavier lead. McDermott almost had it knocked away, got it to Bean. He'll bounce it right down low to McDermott, coming off a couple of screens for two.
Nicely executed by the Saints. Good ball movement and equally good people movement on that set.
27-21 as we're over halfway here in the game's second quarter. Rickerson to Wagamaster, goes between the legs with it, hands it off now to Payne. He'll go crossover into the lane, spinning, back to Rickerson for a three, in and out. That thing was halfway down.
Look good.
Yamelkowski in a long up-court pass, got it up top to Lemker, to Bean, little head and shoulder fake. McDermott puts it on the floor, drives, kicks it over to Cunningham. Jumper good for three from the right wing for Michael Cunningham.
A lot of catching and shooting from the Saints. You know, that ball doesn't stay in one person's hands too long. That ball is moving. It's popping around the perimeter.
First three of the year for Michael Cunningham. And it's back to a 9-point Xavier lead. Dirksen back into the game on the handoff to Rickerson. He'll take it up strong, off the glass with it. Can't get the roll. And McDermott the rebound. This game is not for the faint of heart. Driving a kick out. Yamelkowski strong on the three. Lemker, a nice save in the corner for the Saints. They'll get another crack at it off the offensive board. Going one-on-one. McDermott had it blocked by Wagamaster. Jack on the run. Going to go coast to coast. And a foul called.
Yeah, he's a little slow to get out, but he is getting up. That's good news for the Hawks.
Cunningham on the foul. His first, team's third.
Baseline out of bounds. Coach Wagamaster, I think Jack Wagamaster has to come out of the game there. He went down pretty hard on that collision.
And Jack will come out, and they'll bring Reed Meyer in. Meyer, Payne, Burkle, Rickerson, and Dirksen in there right now for Prairie. Backdoor look. Ball goes through the hands of Payne, but he got it back somehow. Here's Burkle. Thought about the three on the pull-up. And now Prairie will set it up again. 22 on the shot clock. Burkle, drop-off pass inside. Dirksen puts up the high arching fall away, left it short on the block. And a rebounding foul on Payne of Prairie.
Well, they had Lemker guarding Dirksen in the interior, and I think that's where Prairie wanted to go. They thought they had a little bit of a size advantage there, but good team defense by the Saints to stop that possession.
30-21. 2:05 to play in the first half. We'll have the Ben Renner Sportswear halftime show coming up at the break. Lemker coming off the screen, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Cunningham. Illegal screen.
Out of bounds for Prairie.
Second on Michael Cunningham. Team foul number 4. As Hilleman checks in for Dirksen for Prairie. So Hawks will put it in play.
Hawks won't be quite as big now with Dirksen out of the lineup.
Lose a couple inches down low. Going to Hilleman. Burkle going to post up inside. Got the double, got the strip. They fight for the ball, and Prairie somehow comes out of there with it. We got an injured Saint as Burkle got the layup, and that's Yamelkowski out top. That's hurt.
It looks like he's holding his collarbone there too, Scott.
Might have got He's rubbing right on his right shoulder, the Prairie trainer out there.
Well, there was a scrum going for that ball, and 3 or 4 bodies in the middle of it. He was on the bottom of it.
And they're checking things, making sure everything's okay. But boy, that'd be a devastating loss for Xavier.
Well, hopefully he's going to be all right here.
Minute 40 to play here in the first half, and Xavier up 30-23, and they're helping him up. Coach Freeman, Coach Gianforte, and I think he just got hit right under that right shoulder.
That collarbone area,
yep.
Right in there, a little sore.
Going to go through some range of motion exercises more than likely. And check him out. Hopefully everything will be okay. As Xavier will bring the ball up. Sundell over to Bean. Couple fakes into the 3. Takes Payne one-on-one. They're going to get a little hand check on Payne.
Yep. Out of bounds yet. We haven't had any, nothing in the bonus either way yet. Fouls there hasn't been many of them in this ball game.
There haven't been. Just haven't been many at all. Off of the 5th foul on the Hawks. They'll lob it out front with 89 seconds to play here in the game's first quarter. Baseline drive in and under, and the layup good by Bean.
A nice looking drive by Bean that time, getting up high at the end of that with the finish.
32-23 with a minute 14 to play here in the first half. Burke on the high-low, drops it off for Hillman on the block. Gonna go one-on-one, and got doubled and stripped and stolen. McDermott on the steal. 2-on-1 break, layup good by Lemker.
Yeah, executed that well, shared the ball well, did the Saints.
30-second timeout going to be taken here by Prairie. 1:01 to play first half. 34-23 Xavier. Back after this break on CRM Live Sports.
Cedar Rapids Millwork, providing outstanding service to Eastern Iowa for over 50 years. Quality products, including windows, doors, moldings, hardware, stair parts, specialties, and cabinets. Locally owned and operated, Cedar Rapids Millwork has in-house production providing innovative quality services for contractors and their customers of the corridor. Cedar Rapids Millwork, 1950 Progress Drive in Hiawatha, and online at cedarrapidsmillwork.com.
Still working on Aiden Yamakowski over in the doorway. As Xavier, this has been a game of runs so far. Now it's a 9-2 run in favor of the Saints. They lead by 11. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Off the screen, Wagamaster puts it on the floor, drives in, and jump. That double's helping out.
Stays Prairie way. Good to see Wagamaster back in because he went out after he tumbled a little bit earlier too in this ball game. So
that's right.
Him coming back off of an ankle injury. Good to see him on the floor.
The girls' game going on at Xavier. It's 27-24 Xavier on the Eagles Hideaway scoreboard.
Halftime score.
At the break. They're just a little bit ahead of us. Wagamaster, hesitation dribble, takes it inside, fake shoots and scores. Beautiful move by Jack Wagamaster.
Good finish in there in the lane. He didn't go too soon. He let the defense commit before he went into it.
9-point advantage for Xavier with the ball. No go for the last shot of the half. 20 seconds on the clock. Sundell standing dribble out front. Center circle, hands it off to Lemker. And now Bean. See if they come off the high ball screen. There it is. Bean, crossover dribble. Nice wraparound pass, but never like he wasn't ready for it. Stolen out of there. Wagamaster with 3. Into the front court. Aikita to Burkle for 3. No, at the horn. Got a good look. Just could not put it in, and we are at halftime with Cedar Rapids Xavier on top of Cedar Rapids Prairie, 34-25. We'll come back with the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show for you right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Attention athletes and weekend warriors. Want to be the best that you can be? CMF Kinesiology can help. Chris Fashier, a competitive distance runner and swimmer with a Master of Science in Kinesiology, will lead you in your wellness and fitness journey. CMF Kinesiology is a functional movement, sports conditioning, and orthopedic rehabilitation studio in Cedar Rapids, working with the general public and athletes to improve movement quality, physical prowess, and overall wellness. So whether you are looking to better yourself or seek physical rehabilitation, look to CMF Kinesiology, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast Cedar Rapids, and at cmfkinesiology.com. Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, NutriSport and Smoothie has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals, as well as gym goers, are singing the praises of their freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than NutriSport and Smoothie. Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Back in the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show here from Prairie, as it's a Xavier 9-point lead at the break. The Saints have led just about the whole way, and they lead at 34-25. Scott Unash and Phil Dunn back with you here at CRM Live Sports. And first half, where they let them play, they were banging in there in that first half. And it was also a first half of a lot of runs, 2 for Xavier and 1 for Prairie.
It was, and Xavier with the little push there at the end, up 9 in that stretch. But at one time it was 8-8, and then I think Xavier jumped out to 18-8 on a 10-0 run there, and looked like that maybe they were going to get their hands around this thing, and then Prairie fought back with their own run. So you have a game of spurts, so to speak, going on there. And maybe the big story of the game right now is Yamelkowski and what's going to happen with him here in the second half.
Yeah, they're looking at him still. He didn't go into the locker room, and now he is going to make his way over there and is trying to I don't think there's anything, broken or anything like that. In fact, he's jogging off to the locker room, and it's just, I think he just got hit really hard under that right shoulder, and it's probably going to hurt for a while. So hopefully he'll be back in the ball game if he can get the clearance on that. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half. Aiden Yamelkowski leading Xavier with 12 before he went out with the injury. Have any you see over there?
No, I think you covered them all there, Scott. What I've got.
Going to be back with you on Friday night. Girls basketball will end the MVC regular season. It'll be Xavier at Jefferson coming up on Friday night. Steve Dozer will join me for that one. And then on Saturday, got a Saturday matinee for you, as it'll be Marion hosting Kennedy in girls basketball. That'll be at 1:15 coming up, and that will be on Saturday afternoon. So a couple of girls games to close out this week here on CRM Live Sports. We'll come back, get you ready for second half action here from Prairie, 34-25 in favor of the Xavier Saints. Back with the third quarter after this on CRM Live Sports.
Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org. No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Back with you from Cedar Rapids, Prairie, as we get ready to start the second half. Aiden Yamelkowski is on the floor, and looks like he is good to go.
Well, good to see. Good to see him back out there.
Certainly good news for Xavier, as he will inbound. Yamelkowski, Sundell, Nedelecki, Bean, and Lemker. Starting five for head coach Mike Freeman and the Saints. Sundell, the high-low pass. Lemker with the catch inside and has to bring it back out to avoid the 3-second call. Here's Bean on the fake. He'll take it right free throw line. Back up top, Sundell. Bean drops it inside. Nedelecki kicks it out to the corner. Lemker for three. No good on the line driver, but he got his own rebound on the deep kicker.
Keep the possession alive.
Yamelkowski covered it up, and Xavier will get a new 35. Bean to Lemker, working on Wagamaster. Yamelkowski coming off the screen, driving a kick. Lemker three, good for the near corner.
That offensive rebound kept the possession alive, and they capitalized on it. They moved the ball well. They're not forcing anything on the offensive end.
37-25, lead of 12. Coming off the screen, Reed Burkle had a good first half, sets the screen for Wagamaster, drives in, no-look pass. Burkle will take in the lane, and a foul. They got the foul on Sundell on the strip attempt.
Set across the arm, they said. Officials said.
That's his second.
Out of bounds baseline for the Hawks.
Payne, Wagamaster, Burkle, Dirksen, and Mikkel Taylor for Prairie. Got to get Mikkel Taylor going a little bit. Wagamaster in the fake and drive. Takes it free throw line. Spins. Now hands it back to Dirksen. Sets a screen for Taylor. He'll go crossover. Spins in the lane. Hang, shoots, and scores.
Oh, you just dialed it up there, Sky. You had just said need to get him going for the Hawks.
37-27. Good. Feed inside to Nedelecki. Turnaround hook good from the heart of the lane.
Yeah, he felt the defense on the backside that time. He turns to the front of the rim instead for the little half hook.
Yeah, first two for Tyler Nedelecki. So as Taylor's got to get going, Nedelecki's got to get going. Nice move inside by Wagamaster as he penetrates and scores on the spin move.
Yeah, again, he does a great job keeping his balance and not being out of control when he goes in the lane.
8 for Wags on the drive. Scoop layup good by Yamelkowski, and he took it up with the right hand, so that was good to see.
Yeah, good to see him being aggressive, getting back after it.
41-29 Xavier, 2 minutes into the second half. Behind the screen, three good by Wagamaster.
Simple little ball screen, and Xavier elected to go underneath instead of fight over the top, and he was wide open.
Our second half brought to you by Epiphany Dermatology and Dr. John Woolner with over 30 years of experience. As the three won't go, you can call him at 363-9936 or stop on by at Council Street. On the fake and drive, Wagamaster spinning, tried to free himself going into Sundell. Got it up top to Burkle. He'll spin in the lane. Finger roll won't go with the right hand.
Lemker out of there with the defensive board for the Saints.
Saints working the perimeter. Yamelkowski takes the free throw line. Back to Lemker. He'll start to drive on Taylor. Yamelkowski right back and comes to Lemker. Gonna post up down in the block. Takes it in the lane. Double pump. Turnaround good. And a timeout taken by Xavier. Lemker with 16. And we're going to get a 30-second Xavier timeout. 4:59 to play here in the third quarter. And it's the Saints by 11. Back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Centrally located in downtown Cedar Rapids, Hard Drive Elite is not your traditional fitness center. While other gyms offer one-size-fits-all solutions, HD Elite specializes in crafting individual workouts based on your specific needs. You'll receive one-on-one attention from an experienced trainer who both designs and provides game-changing service to the area's top youth level and college athletes. No matter what your age, when seeking help with your personal fitness goals, contact the professionals at Hard Drive Elite today.
Both teams lighting it up here in the third quarter. Got a high-scoring affair. Probably favors Xavier, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. They're probably more comfortable with that up and down and more possession type game.
43-32. Saints try a half-court trap and a quick whistle and a foul on Joe Bean.
They're going to try and catch him quickly there. Only his first foul.
Team second, Sundell out, and McDermott in now for the Xavier Saints. So Burkle the inbound on the far sideline in front court. Looking, they get it in. Reed Myers checked in now for Prairie. Coming in for Wagamaster. Drop-off pass to Dirksen. Going to go one-on-one against Nedelecki, and then coming over from the weak side, Bean makes the steal.
Good help defense by the Saints, and Bean in particular.
They've been doubling that post all night. Good pass inside to Bean. Got caught in the air, though, and Dirksen comes out of there with it, and we got another tie-up.
Jump ball, and I think it's going to go the Hawks' way, though, on this one.
As Hillman for Dirksen for Prairie. .4:15 to play here in the third. 43-32. Taylor on the crossover. Step back three. In and out. Pretty move. Did not go down. Nedelecki the rebound. Here comes Lemker behind the back dribble. Almost had it poked away by Mikel Taylor. And Xavier will get in the offense. Yamelkowski in the fake. Good defense cut off by Reed Burkle there. Going to take him one-on-one. Two-man game. Trying to bounce it down low to Nedelecki, and it's off his hand out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a turnover for the Saints, but it's a turnover trying to share the basketball and get a better positioning inside. So those are the kinds you can live with. Maybe a little bit better angle on that post-feed pass.
So Aikina will come in now for Prairie, the 6'7" sophomore. And Xavier will bring in Michael Cunningham, who hit a three in that first half. 11-point Xavier lead over halfway here in the third quarter. On the handoff, Burkle penetrates down the lane, lost it, picked it up, put up the shot, no. And the rebound to Cunningham. He'll take it up on Hillman. Shading him all the way to Yamelkowski. Jumper won't go from 17, just inside the arc, and the rebound comes out deep to Burkle.
Hawks think about going in transition for a moment, then they go.
Oh, and then Burkle got fouled on a nice spin move by McDermott.
Burkle likes that spin. He starts going to his left, and he likes to come back to his right.
Jack Wagamaster is going to come back in. And Burkle will go to the free throw line for Prairie. We have not seen many free throws tonight.
No, we have not.
And that one's short. As Jack Wagamaster will come in. As Reed Meyer will come out. Burkle, a 51% foul shooter.
See if he can connect on this one here.
And he does. So right at his season average.
And Prairie again in the half-court man-to-man, picking up about the three-point line.
43-33, 10-point lead. Yamelkowski up top, right point, directing traffic to McDermott. They work the weave. Bean on the drive, scoops it up with the right hand, no, and a nice rebound by Hillman. Here comes Matthew bringing it up with the right hand. Power dribble, and hands it back to Wagamaster. Man-to-man still for the Xavier Saints. Taylor, two-man game. Comes off the high ball screen. Can't do anything with it. They reverse it over in the left wing to Wagamaster. 16 on the shot clock. Merkel guarded by McDermott. He'll come off the screen. A bounce right of the lane. Hilleman with 7 on the clock. Posting up off the glass. Good. It'll count the foul.
With the back down that time, he had the defender on his back. He just kept backing down, and gaining real estate every time he bounced it.
That is 3 now on Michael Cunningham. And Matthew Hilleman's had a nice night off the bench for Prairie.
And Cunningham going to come out of this ball game with 3 fouls.
Xavier will go a little smaller. They'll bring in Sundell. And Hilleman's free throw right through. Cuts it down to 7.
3-point play.
43-36. Coming off the screen, Yamelkowski hands it back to Sundell. Left side, McDermott penetrates, right-hand floater, good. Strong move by Aiden McDermott.
Well, he looked to go to the front of the rim that time, and there was nobody going to stop him.
45-36. Wagamaster quickly the other end, spins in the lane, missed it. Aikita the rebound, put back, no. Hangs on the rim and doesn't go.
Didn't get the friendly roll.
Sundell almost traveled, but then threw it away. Turnover number 9 for the Saints. Aikita back to Taylor. He'll put it on the floor. Goes between the legs with it. Leaves it for Burkle on the far side. They work the triangle left. They'll bounce it down low. Mismatch inside. Hillman got doubled, and then it was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. With 1:39 to play in the third, and Xavier up by 9. As D'Amico will come back in for the Saints.
Prairie getting set on what they want to do on this out-of-bounds set.
Now inbound with 14 on the shot clock. Taylor, little jab step and a 3 short front iron. They fight for the offensive rebound, and it goes to Bean for Xavier. Lead pass, McDermott. Touch pass over in the corner. Sundell to McDermott. Corner 3, good. Great ball movement.
Yeah, that was. And again, McDermott initially drives the lane, and he doesn't just stand in there watching. He gets back out to the corner and spaces the floor.
48-36, back to a lead of a dozen. Burkle, free throw line jumper, bang from 15.
He's having a nice game offensively for the Prairie Hawks. He's 13 right now.
McDermott drives down the lane, had it blocked, but a foul on the nice head and shoulder fake.
Yeah, gets him up in the air with that head and shoulder fake, and then Burkle coming down hard. He didn't want to. He wanted to make sure he wasn't going to get a chance for a 3-point play there.
McDermott going to the free throw line. Xavier gets there a lot. They shoot 63% from the line, and that one is good. Finds the bottom. We'll pick our player of the game coming up at the conclusion of this one. Brought to you by First Federal Credit Union, online at firstfedcu.com. Logan Wagamaster checks in, along with Apollo Payne for Prairie. Both free throws good. 11 for McDermott. Nedelecki back in for Xavier. Here comes a little bit of Xavier pressure.
They're going to get up, and they're going to try and face guard Wagamaster and see if they can maybe create a turnover here in this end of the quarter.
Wags got doubled. Payne up near side. Gets it to Taylor. Prairie breaks the pressure. 47 seconds to play in the third. Wagamaster going one-on-one. Spinning in the lane. Forced up the shot. Blocked partially by McDermott.
Good defense by McDermott without committing the foul.
McDermott puts it on the floor. Goes back door. Layup good by Yamelkowski. Great look.
Yeah, it was. Boy, McDermott is in the middle of everything out there right now for the Saints.
Xavier averages 14 assists a game. They really share the ball. Taylor for a 3. It's good, and he got hit in the arm.
That was a deep 3, too. He was from the Prairie logo, the Hawk head out there.
Sundell will get the foul, and that is his third. And Sundell will, well, I thought they were going to bring him out. It's going to be D'Amico coming out. 22.7, and every time it looks like Xavier's got a chance to extend the lead, Prairie comes back.
See if he can capitalize on this.
Got the free throw right through. We'll pick our play of the game, brought to you by Carpenter's Local 308. at the conclusion of this one. They're online at carpenterslocal308.org. One-shot time again for Xavier, their third opportunity. 10-point lead, 8 seconds to go. They'll bounce in the high post to Nedelecki. He gets doubled, spinning, puts it on the floor, drives through a double team, had it blocked, comes down to Logan Wagemaster. Half-court shot is off the rim. And we are through 3. Xavier 52, Prairie 42. And we'll come back with the fourth quarter in a minute. You're listening to high school basketball on CRM Live Sports.
First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA. Looking for reliable and professional plumbing service in the metro area? Look no further than Evans Plumbing. From the smallest and simplest jobs to large commercial plumbing needs, Evans Plumbing will strive to exceed expectations by ensuring that all plumbing work is done to the highest of standards. Evans Plumbing uses only the highest quality parts and equipment to ensure customer satisfaction is guaranteed, and 24-hour emergency service is available. Evans Plumbing, 5070 18th Avenue Southwest, and at evansmasterplumber.com.
Back at Cedar Rapids Prairie for the fourth quarter, 10-point lead, and Xavier with the ball and the cushion. Lemker, Yamelkowski, McDermott, Sundell, and Nedelecki in there. Yamelkowski coming off the screen, driving left of the lane to Sundell, corner 3, that's short. They fight for the rebound. It comes to Hilleman. He's going to lead the break for Prairie. And he was fouled on the outlet pass as he got trapped in the far sideline.
Lemker, maybe? Looked like maybe he was in there.
Nope, McDermott.
Well,
2 on McDermott. Team foul number 6. Prairie has only 1 foul this half.
6-1 right now when you look at that. The next foul, the Hawks will be in the bonus.
The Wagemaster cousins in there along with Hilleman, Payne, and Mikkel Taylor for Prairie. Dangerous pass up top, almost intercepted, but deflected by McDermott. Oh, and now we got a technical foul.
Is it on Payne or McDermott?
I think Payne.
Must have said something, Scott, because there wasn't nothing you could see from the floor physically. That'd be the only thing that could be.
That's a third personal on Payne, and it's a second team foul. So it's going to be 2 free throws, and they're going to send Lemker to the line. He's a 72%er. And then the ball, correct?
Should be. They're going to get the ball after this.
So Prairie loses a possession.
They do.
Only their third turnover of the night. Lemker's free throw is swished through.
And knocking it in, it makes it 11. He could get another bucket here. Make it a 12-point game. They could potentially be up 15 after this if they could make a 3.
It had to be something that was said. And it'll be Xavier ball, and get a fresh 35 with 7:23 to play in the ball game.
It's one of these stretches that Coach Rickerson was talking about, where you have a few-minute stretch where things don't go your way, and then it kind of gets away from them.
McDermott turnaround off the clear out, won't go. Second effort, no. Rebound by Hilleman. As Prairie with the basketball. Payne in the front court to Taylor up top. He'll take it in the lane, cut off by Cunningham to Wagemaster. Couple of fakes, now Payne. He'll spin in the lane, nice move, and got the left-hander to go. He faked right, went left.
And you don't see that a whole lot of Apollo Payne offensively. He's out there more rebounding and defense. Doesn't look to shoot the ball a whole lot.
54-44. Pass inside, Bean, high off the glass on the turnaround, no. Good defense by Logan Wagemaster. And here comes Jack into the front court. Driving a kick, Payne for 3 for 2 in a row, no. And the weak side rebound, McDermott. Saints on the run. No look, cross-court pass is tipped out of bounds by Jack Wagamaster.
Stays the Saints basketball here. They're going to be inbounding down in the corner in front of their own bench.
Hilleman and Payne out. Reed Burkle back in along with Braden Dirksen for Prairie. 54-44 in favor of Xavier. They led most of the way. Payne backing his way into the paint. Got doubled. Out of there with it to McDermott. Head and shoulder fake. Back to Bean. He'll take it inside to McDermott. 15 on the shot clock. To a wide open Cunningham. Left it short and rebounded by Taylor. Prairie can cut it to single digits again. Great pass, Wagamaster. A bullet pass to Burkle.
Burkle was wide open underneath the basket. He finds him through a lot of traffic out there.
15 for Reed Burkle. 54-46. Xavier by 8. Payne, low crossover dribble. Yamelkowski coming off that injured shoulder in the first half. Has been quite as effective offensively. Now he'll go baseline, pull up runner, no. Rebound, Logan Wagamaster. Wasn't going under 5.5 to play. Taylor, top of the key for 3, no good. And the rebound to Yamelkowski.
He'll get a set from the bench this time, Coach. Well, you're actually going to call for a timeout.
Going to get a timeout. 5:16 to play in the ball game. 54-46 in favor of Xavier. Back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Does your business need signs, nameplates, or name badges? Looking to recognize an employee, athlete, or student for a job well done, or promote your next big event? Letter Perfect in Cedar Rapids has what you need to identify, recognize, and promote. ADA-compliant office signs, industrial signs, full-color signs, dimensional letters, personalized plaques, and awards of all kinds, and thousands of items to customize with your company logo to promote your business. Letter Perfect, 5412 Centerpoint Road Northeast, and online at letperfect.com. The MLB, the NFL, the NHL, what do these three have in common? All three professional leagues have a chiropractor full-time in every team. Professional athletes use chiropractic care to perform at their highest level. Let the team at Spinal Corrective Center help you play at 100%. Sports chiropractic care is the next level. Chiropractic care improves body function, reaction, and improves player longevity. Call Spinal Corrective Center today at 393-3996 and see Drs. Kretzinger, Kuehl, and Henick and experience sports chiropractic care to perform at the next level. Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids and at spinalcc.org.
Couple of quick scores to give you on the Emils Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard. Going into the fourth quarter in the girls' game, it's Xavier holding off Prairie 38-37. And in the boys' game after 3, Kennedy with a 2-point lead over West, 35-33. How about that?
Well, that's a close ball game. That's going to get people's attention.
Yes, it is. Xavier with the basketball, 2-man game. They bounce it down low to Bean. Into the game, posting up. Turn around, left is short. Good defense again by Logan Wagamaster, who's done that 3 times in this quarter. Taylor backing his way in. Shovels it back door to Dirksen. Can't get the layup.
Well, good look, good pass. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Xavier by 8. Still 4:35 to play in the ball game. They'll bounce it down low to Yamelkowski. Fakes. Gonna take it in on Burkle. Cut off. Back to Lemker. Prairie playing really good defense in the half court right now.
Very good. They're getting after it, and then nothing easy, especially for Yamelkowski.
So again, playing with that injured shoulder. That was injured on a dive. Yamelkowski coming down the lane. Got it.
Oh.
And a chance at the 3-point play as he hit the deck again.
Just as we talked about it, he comes up big for the Saints.
And Apollo Payne will get the foul, his 4th, only the 3rd team foul of the half. Payne's got 4 of Prairie's 8 fouls in the ball game.
And now they're going to talk here.
Oh, yeah, Payne is not out there. So that's not sure who that foul was on. And the free throw is good. Now they're going to stop things here. So Yamelkowski will get the 3-point play, and then they'll figure out who the foul was on.
Got the basket. Now they're going to reset it. 23. Going to be on Taylor then.
Okay, so it's Taylor. So that's 3 on Taylor. So it's 57-46 with 4:10 to play.
Xavier going to pick up in the half court. No full court pressure here this time for the Saints on the dead ball.
And Prairie into the front court. Reed Meyer back into the ball game, giving Jack Wagamaster, a little bit of a breather. Burkle up top. He'll drive down the paint. Puts up the leaner. Good. It's a power move by Reed Burkle.
And he's been able to use his size to his advantage tonight, shooting over the top of the smaller Saint defenders.
17 for Burkle. 57-48. 9-point Xavier lead. Cunningham turns the corner, hands it off to Bean. Bean, no look off pass attempt, and then scores down the lane.
Off a little curl, some curl action. Xavier does a lot of that where they're going to get some screens away and they're going to curl off them, and ran that to perfection.
And now we're going to get a Prairie timeout, and it will be a full one. 3:29 to play in the ball game. 59-48. Xavier by 11. We'll be back right after this on CRM Live Sports.
End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
Been a good one tonight here at Cedar Rapids Prairie. As Xavier and Prairie going at it. Hawks with a basketball. Little trapping pressure put on by Xavier. Ball tipped away. Loose on the floor. Picked back up by Prairie. Wagamaster fakes up top. Taylor for 3, and he connects.
Yeah, a little bit of a scramble that time, and Xavier almost caught him with that double team in the turnover, but Prairie able to connect with Taylor in the 3.
59-51, and now we've got a turnover on the Saints. As the ball thrown out of bounds, McDermott checks back into the Xavier lineup. Nedelecki in there along with Sundell, Joe Bean, and Lemker. Jack Wagamaster, Logan Wagamaster in there, coming off the high ball screen. Little shake and bake move over to Logan on the far hash mark. He'll take a left free throw line, working on Sundell. Up top, Dirksen. He'll spin in the lane, hangs, put it up, lost it, and it's Lemker the other way. I think he lost it going up.
I think he did too, as it just spun out of his hands.
Coming up on 2.5 to play. Bean on the clear out. Going to go one-on-one off the glass. Good with the left hand. Good penetration move by Joe Bean.
That was, and using the left hand soft touch off the glass.
61-51. Taylor two-man game. Got it to Jack Wagamaster. Now to Burkle. Takes the free throw line. Spinning. Follow-away shot short. Forced it up. And the rebound to Lemker.
Might be a little more deliberate now.
Nope. Bean going to take it in to Nedelecki, who dunks it home with the right hand.
Yeah, they're going to continue to attack right there.
Joe Bean, the last couple of trips down, has taken this game over. Wagamaster is 3, no good. And McDermott the rebound.
Now you're hearing the coaches yell 10. They're going to want to eat that shot clock a little bit.
Coach G wants 10. 10 passes. Bean, and there's going to be a hand check on Logan Wagamaster out front. Prairie's got to foul a little. That's only team foul number 4.
Yeah, so they're going to stay up. They're probably going to continue to ask for that.
Hilleman and Payne coming in for the Hawks with 1:34 to play. And it will be Lemker to inbound.
Bet you see a quick, pretty quick foul here.
Lemker, ball handling out front, trying to play keep away, got it to McDermott. Still 25 on the shot clock.
Can't get to him quick enough.
Who's going to get a foul, or Prairie just going to play it out here? Near steal. Bean, no look pass down. They go back door, and the layup good. Big man Nedelecki found Lemker cutting.
They double up on the ball. Somebody's going to be open, and the Saints do a nice job sharing it and finding that open man.
65-51, a 6-0 run by Xavier. Feet inside, tipped out of bounds with 56.7. That basket might have put it away for the Saints
It's going
tonight.
to be very tough now for the Hawks. They're going to need, you got to start getting threes down here in the offensive end. You'd have to think under a minute to play, down 14.
Going to have to shoot quickly. Wagamaster short on the three. And it comes down to McDermott. And see if Prairie is going to elect to foul here or not. Bean with 40. Wiggled out of there. Goes the baseline to Lemker. And he's fouled by Taylor. And that's 4 on Mikkel Taylor with 36.6 to play.
Out of bounds right in front of us.
As Xavier's going to get Tyler Nedelecki out of the game. Not a great foul shooter. Oh, it's thrown into the backcourt. Bean had to chase it down. I don't think he was ready for that.
Foot race between him and Apollo Payne to get that.
29 seconds, about a 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Prairie's not going to foul.
Yep. So it's going to be a road win for Xavier. They jumped out to another nice lead with another good first quarter. And it's going to be a Saint win in this one here. Hard-fought battle in the ball game. And there's going to be a shot clock violation with 1 second remaining on the clock.
We inbound, and that'll be it.
Janitor wanted the ball.
He thought it was over.
Wagamaster from three-quarter court, no good, and now it's officially over. 65-51, the Xavier Saints get the road victory, their 13th of the year, and they will get ready to take on Jefferson coming up on Friday night. We'll come back with the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths post-game show for you right after this on CRM Live Sports.
Cedar Rapids Millwork, providing outstanding service to Eastern Iowa for over 50 years. Quality products, including windows, doors, moldings, hardware, stair parts, specialties, and cabinets. Locally owned and operated, Cedar Rapids Millwork has in-house production, providing innovative quality services for contractors and their customers of the corridor. Cedar Rapids Millwork, 1950 Progress Drive in Hiawatha, and online at cedarrapidsmillwork.com. Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, NutriSport and Smoothie has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals, as well as gym goers, are singing the praises of their freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than NutriSport and Smoothie. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time.
Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Back with you from Cedar Rapids, Prairie on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths postgame show. Scott Unash and Phil Dunn back with you as the Xavier Saints get the victory on the road tonight, 65-51 over the Prairie Hawks. And a game much like everything for Prairie this year. Hawks were held tough, but in the end, just a little bit too much of the opposition. Great job by Xavier. Had some really good takes in the fourth quarter, and they come away with a road win.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a game of streaks out there. A lot of up and down action tonight. Xavier Saints look really good. I was very impressed with them. Watching them play out there, they share the basketball extremely well. They're not selfish by any means on the offensive end of the floor, and as you mentioned several times, they got a really high assist to basket ratio here going in throughout the season, and they continued that here tonight. Aiden Yamakowski with a little bit of an injury there. Good to see him come back on the floor for him and get some more minutes. And they did take him out last few minutes of the ball game. I don't know if that's just precautionary or what.
Yeah, he's going to be okay, I think. Just didn't look quite right there in the second half, but he took a big shot.
He made a big basket there for him, a three-point play. When Prairie was on a little bit of a run trying to close things down there in the fourth quarter.
In fact, they're checking him out right now. It's actually under his left shoulder is where they're checking him out, and don't think anything's broken or anything like that. Just want to make sure everything's okay over there. Let's take a look at the final scoring in this one for the victorious Xavier Saints. They're now 13-5 on the year, 7-4 in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Saints led by 3 double figures. Joseph Lemker with team and game-high honors tonight. The 6'2 senior ends up with 20 points, had 3 threes to go along with 4 two-point goals, 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Aiden Yamakowski, even with the injury, ended up with 19 points in the ball game with a couple of threes thrown in there. Aiden McDermott off the bench showed a lot as far as the offense is concerned, and he ended up with 11 points tonight. Joe Bean with 8. Tyler Nedelecki with 4, including the dunk there toward the end. And Michael Cunningham with a three-pointer off the bench for 3. For Prairie, 3 in double figures as well. Reed Burkle leading the way as Burkle with 8 field goals and a free throw for 17 points in the ball game. A dozen for Mikkel Taylor, 9 of those coming in the second half. 11 points for Jack Wagamaster in his return. 5 off the bench for Matthew Hilleman. Devin Ikeda had 4 and 2 for Apollo Payne. Turnovers 11 for Xavier, only 3 for Prairie tonight. Bench scoring, Xavier with the advantage there, 14-9 tonight. Xavier with the advantage as far as three-pointers are concerned, 7-4. We didn't shoot a lot of free throws in this game tonight, as Xavier was 6 of 6, while Prairie was 5 of 6. How about rebounding?
Well, rebounding, it was Xavier Saints had a big advantage in that 31-19 in total rebounds. Aiden Yamakowski was a big reason for that with 9, 1 short of a double-double there for him. Aiden McDermott off the bench gave him good energy, 6 rebounds, 5 for Joseph Lemker. Joe Bean with 5 as well, 2 for Dominic DeMarco. Michael Cunningham with 1 rebound, 5 offensive, 26 defensive, 31 total for the Saints. For the Prairie Hawks, there were several players with 3 rebounds. Jack Wagamaster, Reed Burkle, Logan Wagamaster, and Matthew Hilleman. Then chipping in with 2 is Mikkel Taylor. Braden Dirksen, Reed Meyer, and Devin Ikeda each with 1 rebound. 2 offensive, 17 defense, total of 19 for the Prairie Hawks.
Head coach Mike Freeman of the Saints kind enough to join us, and you were over there checking on your star senior. And how's Aiden?
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I mean, he's obviously hurt, and he tried to tough it out. I'm not a doctor here, and I ain't going to pretend to be one. So we'll let those people do it. But he's a tough kid. We have great trainers and a medical staff at Xavier, so hopefully he's okay. But you know what? As I told the boys in the locker room, it's the next man's opportunity. We had some guys step up in the second half, and I know our guys will be ready to go.
Yeah, and it was good to see him get back in there, and he toughed it out, like you said, and he had a big 3-point play there in the second half.
Yeah, that was a big one, and he kind of grimaced afterwards. It was time for him to be done. Sometimes he doesn't want to come out of the game, of course, but our job is to make sure that when it looks like it's time, and I thought that was time to get him out, as our staff did as well. So, we'll see what goes on. We got to be ready. I listen to a lot of coaches over the years. That's why kids prepare every day in practice. You never know when your opportunity is going to come, and now you better be ready to go.
Yep, and another good start again tonight. It wasn't 32, but it was 22. Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, we got off to a really good start. I thought Prairie did a great job. They caused us a lot of problems in the paint. They got to the paint. The guards got to the paint. We got to spend a little time working on that because they did a really nice job. I thought Burkle and Wagamaster caused us a little bit of problems in there. But overall, proud of our team. I think anytime you have a kid, one of your guys that has contributed a lot to us, goes down, it maybe affects you a little bit. We talked about it at halftime. Really proud of Aiden McDermott. He kind of got us going in the fourth quarter. He really became aggressive and got our energy up. And then Joe Bean attacked downhill. When he goes downhill, he's really hard to guard.
He is, and Lemker at 20 tonight, hitting outside shots.
I mean, I'm actually surprised to know he had 20. I mean, I know he's been playing well, but that was probably a quiet 20. He's rebounding the ball really well his last 2 games. Playing with a lot of confidence. Basketball is a hard sport. You go through ups and downs. He maybe had a little bit of slump, but he's doing a good job right now. But Joseph works. He works in the weight room. He works on the shooting machine. He works in practice, and that's what usually happens when you put in the work.
And I thought Tyler, he didn't score a whole bunch, but did some good things defensively and threw one down, a big one there at the end.
Yeah, he didn't have a great first half. And Tyler's a junior and he's learning, but he's a senior now. I kind of told him, you played a lot of basketball games. You got to get ready to go. He wasn't ready to go in the first half, and that's on him. He needs to make sure he's ready to play, but I thought he responded really well. He got challenged, and he stepped up, which I know Tyler will because he's a great kid, comes from a great family.
Well, I was really impressed. This is the first time I got to see you live this year, but offensively, you guys share the ball really well. There's times that ball is not in anybody's hands very long at all. First of all, you get down the floor and transition pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it a lot. Move the ball, you got to cut and move. I mean, if you stand in a spot, defense load. I mean, same way when we play defense, people don't move. It's easy to guard them. When you get that ball moving, we have a lot of good players on our team that all can put the ball in the basket. And so if you stand and look, you're easy to guard. When you're moving and cutting and all that stuff, you're hard to guard. And so we talk about that every day in practice. Coach G, Coach Pino, Coach Fahey, Coach Jones, they're always on the guys about that. They do a great job. And, the last few games we've done a nice job there.
These games are hard, these inner-city games.
A Tuesday night on the road, that was Coach G talks to the team a little bit sometimes before the game, and not sometimes, all the time, and he just told them Tuesday night on the road in the Valley, man, it's a tough road, kind of same message, but really good, getting a little confidence to us, which is good. On to the next. We got a tough one against Jefferson, Coach Bruns, who I played for. It's always a special game, former Xavier coach. You'll have his team ready as he always does, so we'll have to get ready the next few days and be ready to go Friday.
And another Metro game.
Yeah, this league is really hard, and you just got to, credit to the kids for being ready.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the win, and good luck on Friday.
Hey, thanks for calling the game. Appreciate you guys being here.
All right,
good
thank
job,
you.
Coach.
Mike Freeman, head coach of the Xavier Saints, with a 65-51 victory in this one tonight over Cedar Rapids Prairie, as we will take a final break and come back and wrap things up right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
First Federal Credit Union has been helping homeowners for almost a century. Options are crucial when it comes to a first-time home purchase, mortgage refinancing, or a bill consolidation loan. Being able to select the absolute best loan for your situation can literally save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, First Federal Credit Union will work to find the solution that is right for you. Learn more at firstfedcu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org.
Back with you here at Cedar Rapids Prairie to wrap things up here on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Bats postgame show. The Eagles Hideaway scoreboard. Kennedy is going to win. They lead West 53-45 with 17 seconds left in the ball game. And it wasn't easy tonight. Was not easy tonight for the Cougars. Some other scores. Girls scores tonight. Davenport North beat Central DeWitt 70-50 tonight. And also, boys basketball, number 2 in 3A, Clear Lake beat Humboldt tonight 69-52. A big game as far as 3A is concerned. 1A boys, Grundy Center beat Montezuma tonight by a score of 69-50. And Marshalltown and Ames, it's Ames right now on top 39-34. And Cedar Falls getting better and better. 75-36 over a Wahlert team that had won 6 in a row. Dallas Bear had 36 tonight. He matched Wahlert.
He matched Wahlert, yeah.
He matched Wahlert tonight.
Yeah, I see that Cedar Falls got everybody in that ball game. That's a big win. That's a huge win.
Yeah, no doubt about that as Cedar Falls continues to get better and better. Time to pick our player of the game. It's brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. They're proud to support high school sports, auto loans, checking, and the best savings rates in town. They're online at firstfedcu.com. We got a decision to make here. Someone you'd like to throw out there tonight? I think, like they said, I mean, Aiden McDermott had a big game off the bench with 11, averaging 2.6.
6 rebounds go along with him.
I'm tending to think McDermott tonight.
Yep. He's a good choice. And there's a lot of good players you could put out there, but Aiden McDermott really did play well for them, especially in that fourth quarter.
He did. And I'm going to second that. The future preferred walk-on for the Iowa football team. Not a bad basketball player as well, as he ended up with 11 points in the ball game tonight. So Aiden McDermott is our player of the game. And we'll pick our play of the game, brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. And they are dedicated to protecting their workers and providing the best trained workforce available. Apprenticeship classes and training are available, and you can find them at carpenterslocal308.org. And I like the 2 Joe Bean drives in the fourth quarter. It was single-digit game, and Joe Bean, like Coach Freeman said, he went downhill and got a couple big buckets in the fourth quarter to help put this one away.
He did, and when it was crunch time, he was able to get into the lane and make things happen.
So we'll go with those 2 plays by Joe Bean in the fourth quarter to solidify the lead and put it away for Xavier as they win it 65-51 here tonight. And, those are the plays of the game brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. And we're going to be back with you coming up on Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Girls basketball, they close out the MVC season. It'll be Jefferson hosting the Xavier girls on Friday night, 7:15. Steve Dozer will join me for that one. We turn around Saturday afternoon and have Kennedy at Marion for you in a non-conference game to close out the regular season for girls basketball. Hard to believe, but that's the case. And we'll have that at 1:15 for you right here on CRM Live Sports. Phil, thanks. We will talk to you next week.
Looking forward to it, Scott. It's a fun time of year.
Thanks to Rocky Bennett, everybody here at Prairie for all their help, and thanks to everybody for tuning in. You can always go to crmlivesports.com, and you can hear the archives of all of our games. For Phil Dunn, Scott Udash saying so long from Prairie. Final score in this boys MVC game tonight, it was Xavier 65 and Prairie 51. You've been listening to a sports presentation of CRM Live Sports.